For a game, if you have just only two ply, it's your turn and your opponent's turn, and the game will finish. So let's take a look at some symbol. We'll call it this algorithm is minimax. It's very popular. So in this case, you must have something to measure. To measure what is it? I'll show you. Uh, this is a symbol that you want to choose max. In this situation, this one will choose min. This is this level is yours. This is your opponent's. Okay, and then for example, if this is the end game and this is 3, 12, 8, so if the high number means that you have like some advantage or the higher is better. So lower is better, but for your opponent, not yours. So if you are if you were your opponent, you have three choices, 3, 12, and 8. Which one you have to choose? For the optimal opponent, the opponent that choose the best path that he or she can choose. So the opponent will choose this path. So if you select this path, you will get the board that has the values. The values that is 3. Okay, so this one is 3. And once you finish here, you can remove this one and you can go to the next chart of your node. If this one is 2, 5, 6, so your opponent will choose 2, right? So if you choose this way, you will get 2. And from here, if this is 2, 3, 4, your opponent will choose 3, right? Right. 2, sorry. Your opponent will choose 2, right? So after this level, you will know that, okay, if you choose the left, you will get the board that has a value 3. And if you choose the middle, you will get 2. And if you choose the right, you will get 2. So this is your answer. You have to go to the right. Okay, so this one called minimax. Let's take a look again. If you have to choose minimum, this is yours, this is your opponent, and this is yours again. And if this is your opponent, and this one is 5, 6, 2. So how can you choose it? Yes, you have to choose 6, right? But many people talk about the minimax, that if you think about, if you finish or if you work with a game that is not finished yet, in this situation, in the first situation, the game has just only 2 ply. That is, after you choose, your opponent will choose. So that is the end game. So you can find it, but in the real world, so the branching factor is about, for the chess one, is about uh, 35, and maximum depth is around 100. So it is impossible to find the end game situation. So you have to stop somewhere, like this, like this. You have to search for the state until you meet the stopping criteria. Okay, so there are some many people talking about this, like okay, if you stop at, can you remember this symbol? This is yours. You have to choose, right? And so if you stop at trying, it's like you are thinking that, okay, you have three ways to choose. So you trying to choose one of them, but you don't think about, after you move to this one, how your opponents work. So many people, they wanna stop at the level that your opponent choose. So you will know that once you move, your opponent move, and that is the end of the level of the tree. So it will be something like, if it is 2 3 8, your opponent will choose 2, and you have to find the next node. If this is 3 5 8, so your opponent will choose 3, and next. If it is 5 6 8, your opponent will choose 5. So in this case, for this tree, you have to choose 5, right? Because you have to choose the max, the highest one. That's all. So that's finished for this node. And then you have to find it again. Okay, so for example, 4 6 8. So this one will choose, oh sorry, 4 6 6 8. So your opponent will choose 4, and then uh 2 3 8, your opponent will choose 2, and the last one, if it is like 5 6 8, so your opponent will choose 5 again. So this node will return 5. Okay, so guys, can you see what are we doing? We use the depth first search or the breadth first search one. I think you can guess that we are choosing the depth first search one, right? Because you can manage the memory and fixed level that you want to search for. Okay, so in game playing, you have to choose, you have to use the depth first search. Okay, so uh I'll show you another example in the next video clip.